Assalamualaikum, everyone. Can I have everyone take their seats so we can get started with the program? Assalamualaikum, everyone. Can everyone just have their seats? Seat. Okay, can I have everyone have a seat, please? Can everyone have a seat? We would like to get started. So, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Siddiqui Walima. We are very happy that everyone could join us today on this blessed occasion. So we're ready to introduce. We would like to first thank the Hassan family for everything. Their shadi yesterday was beautiful, and we hope we can reciprocate with a wonderful event tonight. So without further ado, we would like to introduce the Hassan family. Okay, can we have everyone sit down, please? Beloved family, friends, guests, Assalamu alaikum. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Adnan Siddiqui. I am the older brother of the groom, Osman. And on behalf of the Siddiqui family, we would like to welcome the Hassan family for joining us tonight, and all our guests and family who came from far, far away. I did not write any of this down, so I will not attempt to, recall who came from where. I know I'll forget something. So, but everyone came from all corners on this planet. So, thank you. So, as a representative of the Siddiqui family, we would just like to thank all you guys, and we would like to introduce now the newly wed bride and groom, Osman and Samah Siddiqui. You too. Yeah.
Songs are romantic.
और
Basically romantic है script, तो songs are romantic.
और सिंगर्स के लिए ऑफ कोर्स लाइक टिप्स है तो डेफिनेटली हमारे पास आतिफ है.
F is fine.
जीने लगा हूँ पहले से ज्यादा मरने लगा हूँ.
Atif is this multani mitti, He's like the pahari, and Shreya's give.
It's a love song.
कभी-कभी गानों में होता है ना, फील होता है. ये गाना सुनते हो आपको फील आती है ना, कितना रोमांटिक.
And another round of applause. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Okay, we don't need it anymore. Thank you. Okay, so we introduced that this is the newlyweds here, and we would like to have up right now Hamad here. He's our cousin, and he's a Hafiz, and so we would like to have him recite a few verses of the Quran.
Assalamu alaikum. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فسبحان الله حين تمسون وحين تصبحون، وله الحمد في السماوات والأرض وعشيا وحين تظهرون، يخرج الحي من الميت ويخرج الميت من الحي ويحيي الأرض بعد موتها وكذلك تخرجون. يخرج الحي من الميت ويخرج الميت من الحي ويحيي الأرض بعد موتها وكذلك تخرجون. ومن آياته أن خلقكم من تراب، ومن آياته أن خلقكم من تراب، ومن آياته أن خلقكم من تراب ثم إذا أنتم بشر تنتشرون. ومن آياته أن خلق لكم من أنفسكم أزواجا لتسكنوا إليها وجعل بينكم مودة ورحمة إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يتفكرون. آمنت بالله صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك لمن الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you, Hamad. Up next, we have Imad, my nephew. He will be reciting the translation.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Glory be to Allah when you enter upon the time of the evening and when you enter upon the time of the morning. And to him belongs praise in the heavens and the earth, and at nightfall, and when you are at midday. He brings forth the living from the dead, and he brings forth the dead from the living, and gives life to the earth after its death, and thus shall you be brought forth. And one of his signs is that he created you from dust. Then you are mortals who scatter. And one of his signs is that he created mates for you from yourselves, that you may find rest in them. And he put between you love and compassion. Most surely there are signs in this for people who reflect. Sadaqallah al-Azim.
Thank you, Imad. Up next, we have some profound words that will be given by Isa and Nura. Oh, look at this one. He's eager. Come on. Oh, Nura first. Sorry. Gotta wait your turn.
I love you, Osman Samah.
Stand right. Stand right. Oh, say I love you.
I love you.
Oshimama.
What you
And Samamwani.
want?
You're the best. And Adnan Mamu is my favorite.
No one will say.
Thank you. I don't know if you heard that, but he said, Adnan Mamu, you're my favorite. But can't win them all. Okay. Up next, we have my father, Mudassir Siddiqui, who would like to give a few words.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. I wanted to write a big speech because there is so much in my heart that I want to say on this very happy occasion of the marriage of my son Osman to Samah. From the day I saw Samah, there was something that struck me that she is really for us. And I didn't know that at that time. But now, alhamdulillah, I'm so happy that they both have found each other. And since we first met, what I feel is Samah has really put the best of the East and the best of the West together and made herself in a very nice, charming, good, loving person that she is. And she will be a light of our family, inshallah. And she will add to the number of daughters which I have, including Noura and Alia, and of course, Maryam and Nadia. So, alhamdulillah, welcome to the family, Samah Biti. There is so much I want to thank. I also want to thank Asghar Sahab and his Samah's Mami and Samah's dad for accepting Osman into your hearts and your family. Thank you so much. It was an honor for us. And you really relieved me from the long search which I had planned to find him the best person that I think he deserves. Osman is very close to my heart, not just because he's the youngest, but he's so nice, he's so good. I don't want to praise because so much, because every father looks up to his son and thinks the highest of him and the most of him. I also want to thank my brother, Dr. Muzammil Siddiqui, for being here. And especially, he has a special relationship, him and Khalda Bhabi, with Usman, because I was in Saudi Arabia at the time. Usman was born in California. So they treated him or took care of him along with my wife Sumbula before he got married and after he got married, until I was able to come and take him back to Jeddah. I want to thank also many friends who are here, some of them who have come from very far away. Arif Saab came all the way from Dubai. Naseem Hashmi Saab came all the way from the blessed city of Jeddah, near Mecca. I knew him there when I was working in Jeddah at Islamic Development Bank. And there are so many names I can really mention here, but I always get blamed that I forgot the most important one. So I'll just say that really what I felt yesterday, that so many people are here who have come from different places, from Canada, a niece came, another niece came from California, nieces and nephews, mashallah, a whole group, you know, Brother Muzammil's family, they all came from California, and then we have nieces and nephews who came from other part of the world. And there should have been a week or at least to sit together and talk, but it's like from party to party and in a rush. So really there is not enough time to meet everyone and to say everyone how much I appreciate that they are here. But on my behalf, my family, Saif, Samad, Adnan, and Usman, of course, he's also part of my family. Thank you all. And Brother Majid, thank you for coming. I know you have a very busy schedule for being here. And James, I don't see him. I don't know where I lost him. He's supposed to be sitting here, but somewhere I lost him. James, we worked together in Department of Commerce. That's something very close to my heart, what I am doing now. And I think I should have been working this when I was 30. It's a program that really brings the East and the West together and developing laws for the Muslim world. And Khalus, of course, Hassam Khalu, and next to him is Asad and Manzar Masood, all of them. And if I forget somebody's name, of course, he will not mention. Who? Muzaffar Mian, yeah. I was going to come to him at the end because he has a long story. He was so sick that he could not, he had a booking a month ago, but he canceled it. But then yesterday he surprised me and he showed up. And Salma could not make it, unfortunately. So there are so many relatives in India and Pakistan, khalas and mamus and uncles and aunts who are not here, unfortunately, but I know their prayers are with all, with us and with Samah and Usman. I don't know what else to say other than the fact that please make du'as for their happiness, that they grow together much strong, and inshallah bring a generation, another generation that will follow us, the grown-up who are now, mashallah, advanced in age, to carry the light which my role model, Brother Muzammil, has really set up here in America for the whole Siddiqui family. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Thank you so much. Oh, I forgot, Nana. Samah's Nana. Yes. Thank you, sir, for coming all the way from London. And your son, the best MC, you know, that he was yesterday. Thank you very much. All of you. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you. Well, it is a pretty hard act to follow up, I will say that. So up next we have Chacha, if you can give a few words.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mariam says that Abu took my time also. So, but I congratulate Osman and Samah. Very happy, mashallah. They chose a beautiful day, you know, Thanksgiving Day. Made us all very thankful, alhamdulillah, for this beautiful gathering, alhamdulillah, and for this coming together. So my congratulations to both sides, both families, Samah's families and our family here, and all the other brothers and sisters who have come here. Thank you for being here, honoring us, blessing us with your presence, and please remember them in your dua. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them. I want to mention especially those of the Siddiqui family who are not here, especially my brothers and sisters in India, and some of them are in Dubai, and some of them are in Saudi Arabia, and some other places as well. So especially I want to mention my sister, elder sister. She's older than me, and her husband and her children, Maulana Yusuf Islahi, and my sister, and then also my brother Mukarram Siddiqui and his family. Some of his family is in India, some of them are other places. And also the other brother, younger than Mukarram, is Musharraf Siddiqui. And then Siddiqa and her children, some of them are in Saudi Arabia, and some of them in India. And Simi is, of course, here. And also Safia, who is in India, and her children, some of them all different places. This is the way how the families are now, all over, global families, alhamdulillah. So all of them, may Allah bless them. And so congratulations on behalf of everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So, as I said, I forget. And now, all the time I've been thinking what I'm going to say, I've been thinking about Aziz Saab and Zinat. Osman has spent in the last 2 years, especially because they were in Richmond, so much time. And they really took care of him. And here they are sitting, and I forgot the person who is sitting at closest to it, you know. So then I wanted to thank Mariam and Nadia and Adnan, because all that you see, I have nothing to do with it. Yeah, all the preparation, the details, and the planning, and late night work, and sometimes when the health was not good, they put all these things together. So I think, and last is the Alia and Ilyas, my youngest grandchildren. They all are here, alhamdulillah, to bring happiness in life. Alhamdulillah. I think I've done now.
All right. Thank you. So up next we have Safbai, who's our brother-in-law, or just older brother now. I don't like saying brother-in-law. So he had a few words.
Assalamu alaikum, congratulations, and Samah, welcome to the family. I'm going to be short and brief. I'm not thanking anyone and going to forget, but I want to tell you about Osman. Now, this guy is a really good, I would say, Ushi Mamu. And the reason is, he's the only person who actually changed diapers. So when we were living in Ohio, we said, can you watch Little Nura? And that's why he's so close to her, because he would spend summers in Ohio. And she has a special attachment to him. And one day, I was running late from work, and Mariam was at work as well. And we said, Osman, just watch her. He's like, okay, I'll do number 1 diapers, but I can't do number 2. Unfortunately, number 2 came. And Osman changed it without any complaints. And we rushed home and we said, Osman, what's going on? He's like, I'm the best Ushi Mamu in the world. I cleaned her diaper. So anyways, congratulations, and may Allah bless you guys.
Thank you, Safbai. Up next, we have one of Osman's good friends, Hadi. He was his roommate at UVA. So if we can have Hadi come up on the stage to say a few words.
Assalamu alaikum. So I primarily know Osman from UVA. I briefly met him beforehand, but mostly UVA. One of the first memories I have with Osman is I was actually graduating from college, and my sister was throwing a little graduation party for me at her apartment. And so it's kind of winding down, and for whatever reason, he's still there. And so my sister was like, we have soda left over. We should just have a chugging contest. And so we did. And me and my sister are like really bad at it, you know, like gagging and whatever. And Osman's just like downing this 2-liter bottle and like, no problem. And so we, that was kind of like the first major memory I have of him, kind of as like a friend, basically. So I graduated and he was still in college, and I came back a little bit later for medical school. And in the meantime, one of our other roommate named Mahmoud, he did a little stand-up routine for the MSA, and Osman drew these cartoons for him, some of which involved making fun of me. And so I was like, this guy's making fun of me. I should probably live with him. So then the 3 of us ended up living together. And the first year in medical school was probably like the most fun I've ever had, like out of the whole time I've, especially in college, but basically probably for my whole life. And I've joked with this one before that like the reason he even knows like brown people is because of me. And so it's probably because of me that he met Selma in the first place. So we did live together for 3 years, and I got to obviously know him really well. And out of the 3 of us, Osman was like easily the most normal. So like there's not like a ton of dirt about him that I could bring up, unfortunately. But one thing that he would do is that like I would wake him up for Fajr sometimes, and he'll still be kind of half asleep, and he'll just say like weird things, like whatever he was dreaming about, he'll kind of like say it out loud. So you can like ask him follow-up questions and he'll like answer you. So it might be like, oh, I'm going whatever. And I'm like, oh, where are you going? He's like, I'm going to the rabbits or some like weird stuff like that. So it's always kind of, you can always, you know, have a nice little conversation with him while he's half asleep. So anyway, and I did live with him for 3 years, and I actually got to know his family really well during that time too. They have always welcomed me into their house. I'm not sure how many times I've stayed there. And I want to thank you guys for that. It was nice for one reason, because basically whenever I showed up, Osman remembered that that's when I had to water the plants. So I think that worked out pretty well for Auntie. And of course, Adnan, we've been hanging out with as well. And even Mariam and Saf, like one time I was up in Northern Virginia for medical school and they just invited me over for dinner, even though Osman wasn't around. So I just want to say thank you to his whole family as well for always welcoming us. So Osman, you've obviously one of my best friends. And I'm really happy that you guys are going to be in Richmond. And it might sound weird, but like very proud of you as well for everything that you've accomplished at this point. We're really happy for both of you. I'm glad you're going to be there as well, Samah. Nice to have one more friend. So I just want to say, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you guys the best in this life and give you the best in the next life, inshallah. Ameen.
So I'll take this. Thank you, Hadi. So I guess I'll say just a quick story, since I put together some entertainment for later, so I don't have to say too much right now. There's a couple of stories with me and Osman that were fun. We always used to kind of pick on him growing up. I just remember one story that kind of stuck out was one year we were throwing our parents a 25th anniversary party, was it? And so what we did was I had my computer up in the bedroom and Osman had his computer down in the basement. So we finally, this is like at the new age of like internet, like the networking. So you were able to print from one computer and the printer could be in another room. So we had a setup where my computer was printing to the basement where Osman was. So Mariam Baji asked me to print out some CD labels. And I'm like, okay, well, let's go into the basement. I'll have Osman fetch it up, but I'm not sure if this new network is working, so I'll test it out. So what I did was real quick, I knew he was in the basement by himself. It was like 10 p.m. It was dark. No one likes going in the basement because we were traumatized from like Chucky and things like that. So I ended up typing on a blank sheet of, like on a document, the word exorcist. Then I printed it out. Now it's printing downstairs. So Osman goes, hey, are you printing something? I'm like, no, nothing, not yet. He's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. And then 2 seconds later, he's like typing me on AIM. He's like, you gotta come down right now. I'm like, why? He's like, no, you just gotta come down. You just gotta come down. Just please, 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 gotta come down right now. So me and Mariam Baji are just laughing because we know he's panicking and he's too scared to like run upstairs because it's dark. We actually shut off all the lights, so like he wouldn't be able to run up. He would be too scared. So after like 10, 15 minutes, me and her go down, and then we see him like he had locked himself in the room. We open the door. He's like crying in the corner. Yeah, it was fun. But he did get me back one day because I came home one day from Richmond, and it was actually with Hadi was there, and I don't know. I just walk in. I think my dad asked me to fax something, so I'm in that same room in the basement. And this, mind you, I was in grad school at this time. And I'm faxing something, and then I just hear something. And I see a guy running at me with a mask, a ski mask and a knife. And I swear, I screamed so loud. And I'm like, dropped everything, and I like went to the corner, and I would have just been murdered right there if it was someone else, but it was Osman. He took his mask off, and Hadi's there laughing, and he definitely got me back well. So it's my turn next. So I think, do we have one more person? No? Okay. So we'll just start the music, and then shortly we'll be dismissing people for dinner. And until then, enjoy, and thank you. Hassan family, if you can please grab dinner now. Assalamualaikum. If you already haven't gotten dinner, please head for the dinner line. Thank you.
That's sending on your feet. People.
Just show like a line.
Yeah. Actually, wait. You're getting good city. That might be a little hot.
I think that's the built-in one. Because I was trying mine in before.
I don't think so.
If we disconnect this, let's...
Oh, hold up.
Oh, wait.
Nope. Yeah, you're right. That's the built-in.
Osman is the fourth funniest.
Assalamualaikum. I hope everyone's enjoying dinner. If you can grab dessert and bring it to your seat, we have a few more things we'd like to share with you. One would be the cake cutting, and then a really fun and pleasant video that we put together, and a couple more chats. All right, thank you. Just grab dessert and bring it back to the seats. I apologize. There's a little delay in the desserts. I can see people are walking out and walking back in. So we'll get that sorted out immediately. All right, guys, dessert is out now, so please help yourself, and then please come back, have a seat, and we'll continue the program with some slideshows. Thanks. Cake cutting. As you get dessert, please make your way back into the hall so we can have cake cutting and a short presentation. It'll be funny, I promise. Okay, we're gonna start the cake cutting ceremony and then we're gonna have some videos being played. So if you haven't already got dessert or you're on your way getting dessert, please make your way back into the hall so we can get started. Cake cutting is gonna happen in about a minute or two. Thanks. Okay, can I have everyone please be seated? We're going to start the cake cutting very shortly with a video presentation right afterwards. Thank you.
मैं मेरा दिल और तुम हो यहाँ फिर क्यों हो पर के झुकाए वहाँ तुम सा हंसी पहले देखा नहीं तुम इससे पहले थे जाने कहाँ जीने लगा हूँ पहले से ज्यादा तुम पे मरने लगा रहते हुआ के जो तुम पास मेरे थम जाए पल ये वही बस मैं ये सोचूं चलती है सांसें पहले से ज्यादा दिल ठहरने लगा
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Mahmoud, one of Osman's good friends, growing up from high school and college. So he's going to give a few words, and then right after that, we have some funny videos that we'd like to show everyone. Okay. And if you're still outside having dessert, if you can just come in and have a seat, have some fun entertainment. And without further ado, Mahmoud.
Woo! Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Mahmoud, but I'm doubling as Jesus tonight. And so I think my speech might be a little long-winded, but I think y'all don't got anything else to do, so you'll stick around for it. And I don't know why I just looked at my arm because I'm not wearing a watch, but I just saw arm hair. That was pretty much it. So I've known Uzi. Thank you. I've known Uzi for about 20 years, and actually it was through our older brothers that we met. So my older brother Mahdi and Adnan, they were friends for a very long time. And just a quick shout out to Adnan. Flyboy Adnan has the most handsome dimples, and he's got the strongest jawbone in this room. And he is single, ladies. So anyway, despite knowing Uzi for so long, we weren't always close. The way I see it, looking back, Uzi went through several stages. The first stage is what I call Uzi's stage as the precious flower. So Adnan and Mahdi, there are some other people here that I hadn't seen in so long, Waji, Niaz, Nabil, Silent Giant. They would play football together, and my brother would always invite me to come play football with them. But for whatever reason, Uzi would never be there. And it took me a while to figure out why Uzi's not there. And I totally love playing football, despite being awful. And I realized that Uzi wasn't there because he's the Siddiqui prize jewel. And there's no way the family would put him in harm's way. So Adnan, Mahdi, and I would like come back from the game all battered and bruised. And the only thing that I can imagine Uzi doing is like frolicking through a field of daisies and like, you know, doing his thing. So it's actually, for any of us, for the UVA crew, it's actually a bit absurd to think of Uzi not playing football. We have such great memories playing football, and he was just a speed demon on the field. Like, to say that he was Speedy Gonzalez is sort of like an understatement. He was sort of like Speedy Gonzalez injected with this like turducken of steroids and stimulants, like LSD laced with crack and like steroids on top of it. I don't know. But anyway, that was his precious flower stage, of which he still retains a bit. Then he had his next stage, which was his for lack of a better term, my apologies, John, his white guy phase. So he was like the token Desi kid among a young, like the youth of Northern Virginia's suburbia. And I mean, he was sort of getting away from his roots. Now, most of the UVAers know my stance on Pakistani culture. I could think of reasons here and there to forsake Desiness. Although I will say, the other night I got to wear pajamas to a formal event and it was baller. And your food is great. But anyway, also shout out to Omer and Asfar for making Urdu sound really nice. By the way, they're both, oh well, one of them single ladies. So I start the stage right around the time where when we were both in high school. I was sort of an upperclassman. He was sort of just starting out in high school. We knew each other, but it was like that awkward social, interaction in high school where like I would walk one way and I'd see him down at the hall getting some Otis Spunkmeyer cookies, and we'd make this like brief eye contact, but neither of us wanted to acknowledge it. So I knew what to do. I would just like look around at the lockers and like just like go into a random room. Uzi didn't really know what to do. He would just like spin in a circle and like just hope that I would go away by that time. So we didn't really know each other at the tail end of high school or for like the beginning of college, but then something magical happened. I had this terrible idea to try stand-up comedy, and somehow I knew that Adnan and Uzi, they're really good at art. Somehow I managed to get Uzi to come help me with these drawings. I was trying to do something like Dimitri Martin. That meeting, I think, pretty much sums up Uzi and me. We didn't have any formalities. It wasn't like, hey, what have you been up to? How do you like it here? We didn't have time for that. We just shot the proverbial number 2 and just got things going. By the way, oh my God, that stand-up was so bad. There are like people in the audience that were there, and it was just awful. From that day, I like swore never to do comedy again, and I've been keeping to that oath. So anyway, following Uzi's second year, we started to room together. Now, I guess we can give credit to Hadi. I think he already took credit for like having us meet each other. But I think the way Uzi and I are, it was sort of meant to be. So whatever, I guess if Hadi wants a shout out, we can get another one, but whatever. And from that moment, we pretty much became inseparable. We did everything together. And I think I'll speak for Uzi first. I think we preferred it that way. It was nice to have that company. We really riffed off of each other well. We vibed well. It was just good times. And that's pretty much what the rest of the 3 years were between us. It was really hard for me to isolate a single event where I'd say, this is when it happened, because it's always been good times. And when you have such good memories and nothing to break those good memories, it's hard to just immediately recall them. Also, UVA is 3 letters. Uzi is 3 letters. Coincidence? I think not. Checkmate, atheists. So anyway, so now for like some sappy stuff. I love Uzi like a brother. I got to meet Samah at UVA as well. And the moment I met her, I was like, yo, this person's legit. And I was like, yo, I think Uzi's going to end up with this girl. Because she was awesome and the only person that I was like, all right, Uzi, you got this one. And honestly, the way I see Uzi, he's a brother to me and nothing short of it. Hadi and Uzi, they're my close brothers. And alhamdulillah, in 4th year, we got 2 more with Deeb and Ragab. But honestly, the way I see it, with whomever my brothers choose, they become my sisters as well. So I'm really looking forward to making fun of you because I've heard a lot. I got a lot of material from yesterday. Apparently you eat a lot. That's what I got. So just bear with me. We got a couple things. So this actually, y'all can tune out because this is specifically for Uzi. Y'all might get the references. You might not, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Uzi, you are the Superman to my Batman. Although just saying, all Superman movies stank. You are the Crystal Maiden to my Morphling. Although it's like minute 7 and we still have a walking donkey. Like, oh my God. You are the Bert to my Ernie, though not with odd sexual tension, which actually doesn't exist because they're puppets. They don't have a sexual orientation. This one's for you, Samah. You are the Walter. You know who that is? You are the Walter to my stereotypical Rastafarian from Micro Machines. Also, seriously, step up your game, Samah. You're just garbage. You are the Khaleesi to my Drogo, but like if season 1 didn't end the way it did. You are the Michael to my Job, but come on. You are Hugh Jackman #1 from The Fountain to my Hugh Jackman #2, but not #3. That guy was tripping balls. You are the young man to my old boy. And lastly, just a couple of words that I'll say that I think mean a lot to me and sort of really encapsulates what Uzi means to me in terms of a brother and how we interact. I've been up north for the past 2 years. Uzi's been starting med school and everything. We haven't really seen much of each other, but every time I see him, we never skip a beat, and it's just amazing. It's such a wonderful bond to have, and I would wish that for everyone. Alhamdulillah. Your thoughts, your secrets, your life all fetch a price, but know that your brother will never sell. A bond forged from memories good and bad, lifetimes in piecemeal with infinitely reparable fractures. Never mind where I am or where you've been, here our wearied paths intersect. Come, brother, let us live, love, laugh, and learn together. I love you, buddy. My sister now. That's what's going on.
Whoa. Guess after that, I'm his second favorite brother. Okay, so we're gonna start the video, but before I do, just wanted to thank Kamran, who has been our big help with our IT tech. So just give him a round. I couldn't do it without him. And a big shout out to Isa, not my Isa, we have a big Isa. It's his birthday today. He's turned 9 years old. Come on up. Okay, we totally missed. No. All right, so we're gonna show a quick clip and just to kind of just start it up and introduce it. Osman has got this reputation where, oh wow, he's so cool. You know, he had this like little demeanor where he's like untouchable in the house. Well, I mean, we all have different feelings about him. So we interviewed everyone in our family and we gave our thoughts about Osman. And I mean, just take a listen.
मुबारक हो तुमको ये शादी तुम्हारी समा खुश रहो तुम दुआ है हमारी.
Fact. Osman is the 4th funniest Siddiqui.
Does that include the kids?
7th funniest Siddiqui.
Fact. If Osman was an animal, he'd still be boring.
Fact. Osman is excellent at cooking, fishing, and chopping down trees in RuneScape.
Fact. Osman's spirit animal is a platypus.
Fiction. Osman has friends.
Okay, do you guys like Uchimamu? You don't?
Why not?
Why not? What happened? Really?
Yeah, we are filming you. Okay, well, we'll let him know. No, we can blur your face out. Okay. All right, bye.
What's the difference between Osman and Brussels sprouts? Some people actually like Brussels sprouts.
Hey guys, what's your favorite memory of Osman?
Osman Mamu and I have a lot in common. We were both born in Fountain Valley, California. Both of our fathers are lawyers, but we aren't interested in that. Both of us have at least one elder sister, and we're usually grateful for that. We both like Chinese food and grew up watching SpongeBob SquarePants. I look forward to Osman Mamu and Sama Mumani's visit to California, and I especially look forward to Adnan Mamu's wedding very, very soon.
If Osman could have one superpower, he'd probably choose to be super funny. You know, since he's not.
Fact. If Osman can get away with any crime, he'd probably steal my sense of humor.
Baby Khala, Lubna Khala, what is your favorite memory of Osman?
जब मैं सुमनाबादी के यहाँ विजिट करने जाती थी तो उस्मान मेरे पास आता था, मुझे हग करता था और कहता था आई लव यू खाला। उसका स्टाइल मुझे अभी तक याद है। जब भी मैं उसके पास गई और चाय भी बड़ी मजे की बना के पिलाता था। I feel he is better than Ahmad. यह मतलब बात की बुराई करती है।
Great. So
A young Uzi sits
we're going to show the
perfect. He is
UVA
immediately
students
shut
video.
out by all the members of his pack. He is tenacious, however, and makes it out. The effort is temporary. Squabbles such as these are common among younger Uzis as they vie for dominance.
No. Okay. Is Usman hiding? Yeah.
A slightly more mature Uzi clambers for protection onto the alpha male's back.
I'm coming. Okay.
Right there. Go look in the mirror. Go look in the mirror, Abu. Don't you see his legs?
What?
Go look in the mirror right there.
It's all fun and games until he is caught.
Okay.
This cry is a foreshadowing of the roar all Uzis eventually develop.
Okay, we'll do it all over again.
A fully mature Uzi claims his territory.
Eventually, Uzi grew up. He went to college. He made friends. But he was never quite normal. There was always something odd, perhaps out of place. He claimed to be good at sports. But it was far from evident. He wore shorts, always. He lacked something, and then he met her. Nobody knew who she was. She had a penchant for water bottles and odd faces. Her. Her Twitter feed is perhaps the closest thing we will ever know to understanding who she really was. Nah, man, they too good. Planks on planks. Hit that with a freeze pop. Snacks on snacks. Stacks on stacks. Girl, you so dang. Crack on crackety crack crack crack. Wiggity wiggity wah. Here, she tweets herself. Odd. And it was decided. He knew what he was lacking.
Good afternoon. I'm Pat Summerall with John Madden. Now, we talked a bit about Osman Samah the other day, John. We talked about how what she did was cold and agreed that it was cold. But the thing we dread most is when. Why is that so, and how much of a factor is the timing? Tell you what, Pat, why don't we first take a look at the replay?
Say hi,
Now let's break it down. If we talk about timing and cold, I'll show you cold. Now pay attention. Osman is trying to get closer to Samah. Now this is a real risky play from Osman. He sees three empty chairs right here. Boom, boom, and boom. And he decides to still go for it. Kind of like Pete Rose there, Pat. Now, chairs are meant for sitting, Pat. We invented them right after the wheel, right before the automobile. I tell you what, Pat, I think I just rhymed. And that's just tough acting, tin acting. Yes, John. Now, rewind a bit. Osman is coming off of a tough defeat last week at the hands of a banana, but I expect him to bounce back, okay? Okay, right here. Look at that regret. This is not a happy oddman, but you know, hooked on phonics, it worked for me. Now, this is what makes Osman so special. Well, watch what Samah does here. She just decides she's had enough of the shenanigans, and right here, Osman immediately picks up on it. Right there, look at that level of shame. I tell you, he's got the peripheral vision of an orangutan in heat. Go, John, you're drunk.
When I met you, girl, my heart went knock, knock. Now them butterflies in my stomach won't stop. And even though it's a struggle, love is all we got. So we gon' keep climbing to the mountaintop. Your world is my world, and my fight is your fight.
Okay, that was done by their friends at UVA. So yesterday we saw a nice, actually a brilliant video put together by the Hassan family, and there was a rhyme that they did. We're going to show another video, so you can keep it dim. Yeah. So they were rhyming with a bunch of names, and we actually have something like that in our family. It's a little bit more extensive than that. I think it's maybe at the next level. So here we go.
Hey everybody! Yesterday we had rhyme time with the Hassans. Today we're going to take it up a notch since we're experts, and we're going to have rhyme time with the Siddiquis!
Man stage. Get ready. Anan, Numan, Imran, Hassan, Sufyan, Farhan, Kamran, Iman, Gafan, Zishan, Arsalan, Afan, Rahan, Mulan, Banyan, Shaitan, Chan, Pakistan, C-SPAN. Hold up. What? C-SPAN? That ain't right. C-SPAN, Don, Kazakhstan, Fan, Genghis Khan, Lan, Lajan, Flan, Wan, Nan, Patan, Shan, John, Pekan, Pan, Chan, LeBron, Shah Rukh Khan, Taiwan. And the one and only, the one that brought us here, Osman! Congratulations.
Now we have our last set of interviews that we did about Osman.
What's the difference between iPhones and Osman's friends? iPhones existed before 2010.
Fact, if you want to make Osman angry, put a wet spoon in the sugar.
Remember when Osman was cool? Yeah, neither do I.
We were told this was a roast, but we really don't feel comfortable saying anything disparaging about Osman.
MashaAllah, such a respectful young man. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him and his dulan a wonderful married life.
It's really hard to roast him now. If this were an opportunity to roast Maryam, then it would have been a lot easier to come up with things to say.
Congratulations to the whole family. This has been a wonderful time for us, alhamdulillah.
In med school, what would he be?
Banker, a lawyer, an engineer,
A scientist. Single like me.
I don't want to listen to this. Just close the deal. What do Osman Chacha and a stop sign have in common? What? They both say stop except for Osman Chacha.
Fact, Osman fed my fish before he killed it.
3. Musa, what's the difference between Uchi Chacha and a superhero?
Superheroes are the good guys and they don't wear tights. They wear...
Adnan, do you think Osman is a safe person?
And by safe, you mean a destructive little monster? Absolutely not.
Can you give an example?
Yeah, he puts all his weight on the railing when he comes running down the stairs like an idiot. And then one day he broke it and went crashing into the wall, and there's a huge hole.
Fascinating. I wish my hair was like a 9. Oh, I haven't done this in a while. Woo! I hope no one saw that. Uh-oh. Nobody will ever know.
Make sure you fix my cheekbones. All right, guys, we're starting in 3, 2, 1.
Fact. Osman is the most popular, handsome, well-regarded, smartest man in a federal prison on a deserted island.
Osman is my Don. He is my favorite.
Not favorite son speaking. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. At the expense of Osman. We only did all that because none of it's true. Well, some of it is true, but you can see how it was really hard because we don't have any funny stories about him because he doesn't do anything wrong. So we just have to make up a lot of stuff. But I think that really comes close to the conclusion of the evening. I think we have one more thank you to another speech to give out. That'll be from the groom. Oh, wait. No, we have 2. Sorry. We have also one from Usfer. If actually, Usfer, if you can come up. Oh, Usfer is Samah's older brother. Favorite older brother. I know how it feels, Niall.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. My name is Osfer. As Adnan mentioned, I am the brother of the bride, Samah. I just want to thank everybody here today. We've had a beautiful couple of days, and we're here with great excitement. I was trying to think about what I would say today, and I was trying to think about the first time that I met Osman. I've known him for a number of years now. And actually, the first time that I met him was back at the University of Virginia. We used to break fast together at the masjid at ISTV. And I remember distinctly meeting Osman because he would always have a smile on his face. And I look to my sister now and I see that same smile mirrored in her. And that brings us great peace and tranquility because we know that she's going to a loving family. And I want to take a special moment. I'd take a special moment to thank the Siddiqui family for throwing such a beautiful event tonight. So we can have a round of applause for them. And I look forward to embarking on this journey and sharing the future with you both. Thank you.
Thank you, Usfer, and thank you to the Hudson family. Can I get a round of applause for the Hudson family? Okay, so after Osman's speech, we're gonna have portraits for families. So we'll be reading your name. So when we read your name, if you can line up on the sides of each side of the stage, so you can have your portraits taken. So without further ado, the man of the hour, Osman Siddiqui, and Samah.
Assalamualaikum, everybody. It's kind of hard to say something that hasn't already been said many times this evening, but just to reiterate, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in tonight. I know a lot of people, my friends and family, have come from all over the place, and I know the same goes for everyone in the Hassan family. I'm glad that now we have, this huge family. You look at this room, and there are people all over the place, and it's nice to know that we have this huge family now coming together. It really brings a smile to all of our faces. I just want to give a quick thank you to my parents, who have always been there for me, my dad, my mom. I know I can be where I am today without them, and same goes for my siblings. Don't cry. They've, put all this stuff together for me. I really did. I love you too. They really did a really great job in putting all this stuff together, and I was really busy with school and everything, but they didn't ask me to lift a finger, and it's just great that they're able to do that. Again, I wanted to thank everyone from my father's side. They came from all over the place, California, and everyone from my mother's side that came from all over the place. It's really great to be able to see everyone in one spot together. It really is, and I'm really thanking you from the bottom of my heart and from Samah's for being here today. So with that said, thank you guys so much again for coming. We're going to have some great pictures on stage, so please come by and let's just get this moment and keep it in our hearts forever. Thank you.
Okay, Nadia will be saying the names. And thank you again, everyone. Enjoy your evening.
We would like Samah's immediate family to come to the stage first for photos. So Oscar Uncle, Niles, Savina Auntie, Asfer. And then while they're getting their photo taken, Razia, the Razia family, Razia Asya Sarwar family. Could Razia, Asya, Sarwar families please come to the side of the stage since we have limited time for group portraits. We want to make sure everyone's ready to go. Dr. Mateen Ashraf and all of the kids, please go to the side of the stage. Dr. Mateen Ashraf. And then Kashif as well. Kashif from the Hassan family also be at the side of the stage. If Dr. Mateen Ashraf could come to the side of the stage. Oh, there. Okay, great. Great. Okay, we're ready. Jaffrey family from the Hassan side could come to the side of the stage. If I could have the Farhana family come to the side of the stage. Farhana family and the Shazia family come to the side of the stage. If Ashraf Hassan with the Razia family could please come to the side of the stage. If I could have the Romana and Asim family come to the side of the stage, Romana and Asim, thank you so much. I did. If Parvez and Rana family could please come to the side of the stage, Parvez and Rana family. If the Sabiha and Yusuf family and Aisha family could come to the side of the stage. Sabiha, Yusuf, and Aisha families. The next family that's waiting could come onto the stage. And if you could exit this way. family could come to the side of the stage. The Nikat family. If the Afshan, Hina, Zainab, and Zahra could come to the side of the stage. Afshan, Hina, Zainab, Zahra. If Ruhi, Azhar, Mudassir, Hassan, and family could come to the side of the stage. Ruhi, Azhar, Mudassir, Hassan, and family. Asfa, Naghmi, Javed, Sarwar, and family. If you could please come to the side of the stage. Thank you. If after you take your photo on the stage, if you would like to say a few words to the videographer, we have a mic set up. You can send a little message to the bride and groom. Just come to the front of the stage and you can say a few words to them. If you're waiting to take your photo, you can do that as well. Let's If Nazir Ahmed family could please come to the side of the stage. Fareed auntie and Nazir uncle, please come to the side of the stage. If I could also have Muzammil Siddiqui's family come to the side of the stage. If you guys can start. If the Muzammil Siddiqui family could please go on the left side of the stage, please. I asked you guys to come. Absolutely. Please, let's take the photo. We only have the photographer for 25 more If the next family could please come. If Baby Khala's family could please come to the left side of the stage. Baby Khala's family. Hamad, Labiba. If Muhammad and Rana Ayub could also come to the stage. Zaid Siddiqui, come over here. Thank all of the UVA friends that are here, all of the UVA friends could come to the side of the stage.
Their side is left.
And also the BCU Med students that are friends with Osman. If all of the friends from UVA and BCU could come to the side of the stage. And also Samah twin friends. Yeah, Samah's twins. You could also come to the side of the stage. Ready, say If Masood and Shoaib, Ahsan and family could come to the side of the stage. Masood, Ahsan and family. Masood and Shadab, Ahsan and family. Sorry. Okay. Qamar, Farah, Farhan, Ashraf, and Saif, Hanan, Sana. Saf. This is Saf. Where's? Okay, ready?
She's saying something.
Like some of the ones you
If Hassan Siddiqui's family could now go to the stage. have Qamar, Farah, and family, please come to the side of the stage. Qamar, Farah, and family, come to the side of the stage. If I could have Farhan, Ashraful, and family come to the side of the stage. Farhan, Ashraful, and family. If Saif, Hina, and Sana could come to the side of the stage. Saif, Hina, and Sana. Saf, sorry. Saf, Hina, and If Mr. Hashmi could please come to the side of the stage, Mr. Hashmi. And if Muzaffar Chacha could also please come to the side of the stage. Muzaffar Chacha, favorite Chacha. If anyone found a little ring for a 6-year-old girl about to turn 6 on the floor, please let us know. A little ring. Thank you. If Lubna Masood family, Hanya, Salwa, Zubi, Abdullah Bhai, Yusuf, Khalu, side of the stage, please. If Asma Baji's family, everyone from Canada, could come to the side of the stage. Asma Baji's family. Yes, jaldi se. If Beena Baji, Anas Bhai's family, and Sara Baji's family could please go to the side of the stage. Thank you. You can exit this side of the stage. Thank you so much. If Husamuddin family, Husamuddin Sayyid family, Noni Baji, Jia Baji, Hamza Bhai, Haytham, Khalu, if you could come to the side of the stage.